Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Sleepless Illustrator with another episode of Happy Accidents. And if you guys can't tell by the title, we are going to be drawing Misty from Pokemon. Um, I'm sad to say, guys, this kind of comes with a heavy heart. I'm doing this week because as many of you know, if you guys are Pokemon fans, you heard the news that Rachel Lillis, if I hope I pronounced that right, has sadly passed away, and she for many years, I believe, I was actually just looking this up just to see how many, how often she did the English dub for Misty during the show. And honestly, guys, like, I had to do something like this. I'm not trying to, like, I don't want to talk too much about I just want to pay my respects, and that's about it. I want the focus to be on Misty tonight, but I do want to say something, because like this is, these are people that really touch our lives, as kids, and as and most people, and this is something, the topic I want to get into tonight, but it's these are the people that bring us joy and bring our families joy. And when I was watching Pokemon as a kid with my sister, we were collecting cards, and I'll get into all that later, but this is really important. People like this, we forget to honor, well, not honor, but I mean to acknowledge that the hard work that these people do to. Well, I'm gonna get drawing, guys, just to But yeah, I hope you guys take this with that these characters mean a lot to us, and when they sadly go, it is very sad for a lot of us. Who when Stan Lee or someone, you think like, oh, these people, they make a difference in our lives. So that being said, Rachel, we really appreciate, and you know, what can I say? It's I'm never really good at this kind of stuff, guys. But I just yeah. Anyway, I think my silence says it all. I don't really know. I mean, it's hard because we don't know these people. I don't know her. All I know, this is one person that brought us all joy. So anyway, that being said, guys, let's move on. No, that doesn't sound right. No, I'm sorry, guys. Let's just get to the drawing. But that being said, guys, this is Misty. If you guys aren't familiar with this character, she is originally in the game. If you play Pokemon, the game, guys, she's the second gym leader. She's specialty is water Pokemon. So in the game, she'd be the second leader you'd fight for the Cascade Badge, I believe. Is that the one with the tear that looks like a teardrop? And she loves water Pokemon. She's obsessed with water Pokemon. Yeah, in the show, her and Ash meet, and Ash is being chased by a bunch of Spearows, and he steals, well, his words, borrows her bike to evade them when he's first training with Pikachu. It's not going so well, and eventually he wrecks her bike, so she follows him for the rest of the show. If you're watching from the show was my favorite, guys, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But the show was where and she was a great character. She was always funny. She hates bugs. That was a whole thing. So it's just a great character, guys. Just we don't see the kind of characters like this anymore. So I'm gonna be drawing her like just kind of like I'm gonna fill up the full page, guys. So I'm gonna draw her just like her normal state from the first seasons. So Rachel Lillis, she voiced her, I believe, through the movies all the way up to Pokemon 3. It looks like I'm looking at her thing, and then I guess I haven't kept up with the movies after Mewtwo. I really, guys, I fell out of Pokemon, and this is what I wanted to talk about, because I remember, guys, Pokemon brought me so much joy. I didn't even know what it was until my friends at the time, like um what do they call it? I went to grade school, guys, something like that. It was oh no, I'm sorry, elementary school. That's when I first started, and um, but yeah, that's where I found my love. And a lot of my friends, they were in for a while. I was in for it even after when they fell out of it. I was still I still had my Pokemon cards my whole life, and I kept them. And I remember, guys, there was like the crap back, like the shiznit back then, whatever you want to call it. And I had the cards, and I would go to a local card shop down the street from my house when I grew up, and you know, I would spend hours trading, guys. I can't believe like the stuff I would trade. I would trade. I swear to God, guys, for the cards, I would trade like 4 cards or something, and then I'd pay cash for the rest or something like that. And then, you know, just to get this card, to get that card, just to get one card, I would spend money and trade cards. You know, crazy, right? So I hope I get this right. So she's often, it's funny, she's often drawn as like, or in like, as like a cute little girl with her hands in her mouth, looking all cutesy and innocent, but she's really like a crazy, you know, like girl next door type, or is that the right term? No, not like girl next door, but like kind of like cutesy. She's cute and innocent, but then like she can get like maniacal. So it's kind of funny. I love Misty. She always cracked me up. She always wore the same shorts, the suspenders. So I'm talking about the show, guys. Obviously, that she's different because when they adapted the game from the show is different. But yeah. Let's see, and I love her. She has orange hair. I'm not too used to drawing. I'm gonna draw her just like anime, guys. I mean, I'm gonna change up my style a little, so for the sake of these weird eyes and. I thought it'd be an easy night, but we'll see, because I really want to get this drawing and make it look cool. So, if I botch you guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sorry, guys, if I don't sound so. I'm just never good with when somebody dies or, you know, passes away. You know, I get very like, I'm very lack of emotion. Like, I don't know what to say, because especially if I don't know the person, that's even more awkward. Like, I don't feel like I have the right to. You know, you got to be careful, guys, these days, because, you know, people, you know, you don't want to be insensitive about these kinds of things, you know. But I speak as a fan, you know, and like I said, because nostalgia is a very powerful thing. Because I wanted to delve into this, guys, because one thing I wanted to talk about, because, you know, nostalgia is very powerful for us. That's why it's so big nowadays, guys, especially why, and most of you young kids just don't understand, because you guys haven't really experience things the way we did. You know, most people didn't do things like you know, when in your time, and like my dad, for example, was always into sports and things like that. He didn't really think of Star Wars. You know, my dad saw Star Wars, but, you know, he never thought of it the way we do. You know, so it was something that they watched. You know, movies back then, something they watched, and then they moved on. You know, my dad's all into sports. Most of your parents were probably into sports. You know, that's pretty common, because that's all there was back then. You know, Star Wars, there wasn't Pokemon, there wasn't things like this, and even if there was, guys, they eventually would just move on from it, and, you know, they did other things, you know. I mean, here you have adults playing video games, and I never thought, guys. I mean, I always thought I would still be the nerd playing stuff, but I always thought it was like a loser kind of thing. Nowadays, it's cool to like Transformers. I mean, like it's crazy. It really is, you know. And the like Pokemon, I never thought, you know, Marvels would be the big, you know, biggest grossing, and it's people like me, guys. I don't know about the young kids. I often ask myself, what are kids watching nowadays? You know, they're all on the iPads, and that's cool, but they're not even watching. You know, and that's the thing, guys. I don't know. I mean, are they watching Pokemon and stuff like this anymore? I don't know. You know, a lot of them are actually watching like reality TV and stuff. You know, although they like some stuff. I mean, for my nephew does like these weird shorts. It's pretty cool, actually. Not weird, but I mean, like, you know, weird for. Yeah. She always has her little. Oh yeah, Missy also has 3 sisters. In the show, she does. I'm not sure about like the. Oops. Sorry, guys. It's like pretty good. I'll shrink it a little just to get that little. She's got a little ponytail. But she's always like. I always thought she was like a love interest of Ash. She always kind of seemed like it, that they would get together in a way, but. Or even with Brock, you know, because but yeah. Eventually, spoiler alert, guys, she does, I think, get her bike back eventually, and then she leaves the show. So, I saw the episode where Ash was, because for some reason, bikes cost like $1 million in the Pokemon world. So, by the way, I hope you guys aren't hearing my fan. I'm sorry, guys, if you do. I'm dying in my office right now. My office, if you guys have to know, has no air conditioning. So, and I'm here in sunny California, and where The sun never stops shining, except for one winter when we actually get a little bit of cloud cover and a little bit of rain, and then that's it. So, yeah. A little eyebrow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna color this, guys. Well, we'll see. I probably don't, because I'm trying to keep these videos short, guys. So don't be too mad at me if I don't color it. I didn't plan on this, so trust me, guys. If I say I'm not gonna color something. If I don't say I'm gonna color something at the beginning, don't expect it. So, yeah. My phone. Sorry, my girl's texting me. Okay. Got a little cute button nose. Try to get the. I'm just trying to get the face right. A little pointy chin here going. Oh, and I believe she also voiced the voice of Jessie. I love Jessie, guys. She's my favorite. I tell you, I had the hots for her. I loved her hair, her crazy hair. What can I say, guys? I like crazy girls, crazy women. Jessie was always like the bad type. She was always funny. Let's see, and she just, let's see if I can get. I am gonna ink this. It's looking pretty good actually. I just worry about drawing girls, guys, because I will say this, guys. I'm not. I still have trouble drawing women. Occasionally, I have to refer to some notes because, you know, I'm trying to draw women, guys, not not men who look like women. So I try to get the anatomy and things like that right, and it's very difficult because men and women are different. You know, I'll put a little bit of detail in this. I don't want to draw it too cartoony, but I'm just getting the drawing down, and we'll kind of go. I'll just kind of ink it from there. So, phone keeps. I should have silenced my phone. But yeah, guys, it's just the reason why I say this because like, why am I drawing, this thing for this for this lady who I never knew. Same thing with Kevin Conroy. I was upset when and I did get to meet Kevin Conroy, guys. Just before he passed, actually, I think it was the year. It was one of the last conventions before. I believe it was. I think it was before COVID. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. I forgot which year it was. But yeah, I got to meet Kevin Conroy, and then I was so sad when he passed. I mean, you just never know when these guys, when Stan Lee or any of these guys, and it's sad because we never think like it's funny like when when someone like Wesley Snipes or someone I do like celebrities, guys. I do think they go through a lot of hard work. Yeah, I was just watching a thing, guys, of if you guys haven't seen X-Men Origins, Wolverine, I actually like that movie. I know it didn't get, and I tell you the one problem with that movie, I will say this, that was just Deadpool. The rest of the movie was great. I mean, Hugh Jackman was great, in that movie. I thought it was actually a good way to tell Logan's story, I thought it was great. A few things, like the CGI, but whatever. I mean, it was different time, for its time, so it wasn't that like big a deal. But like that's a good example, of somebody, because Kevin Durant, if you guys the guy who played Blob, went through a lot. I was actually watching the prosthetics because they did. If you watch the scene when he becomes the Blob, he went through all the prosthetics. They built him a fat suit, and he's doing the movements and actually doing. There's only a few CGI parts where they CGI some of his blubber to bounce when Logan's hitting him. You can actually tell that like, oh yeah, that's CGI. That's not, and that's understandable. But for the most part, he gets in the fat suit. He goes through the pain, and it's hot, and things like that. So, it's a real commitment to the craft, and these people do, I mean, this Rachel Lillis, I'm sure she goes through a lot, she went through a lot to play these characters, and it's not easy, guys, drawing and doing voice acting and things like that and acting, I mean, Arnold, that's why Predator, I guarantee, is such a great movie, guys. It's because they filmed in the jungle. They used as much real as they could. They used the great effects at the time. So I'm just gonna draw Misty. I like her with just holding the Pokeball. And that's what I'm saying, guys. We forget like creators are people too, guys. The problem is there's a lot of celebrities who've ruined that. So we just turn away from like when, whenever someone of them get in trouble in the or they say something stupid. Even when it comes to politics, I know most people don't. We don't care about celebrity politics. We don't. It kind of turns us off because these are people that we don't need to hear. We just need them to it's always nice to hear it. Yeah, it's nice if they have the same opinions, but they're people just like us guys, So it's hard with celebrities, but not even celebrities. Just because like this chick wasn't a celebrity. I only found out for because I never thought or when I think the real I remember this was when they hit me. I know it hit my card. Um, the guy who played the original Godzilla, who was in the suit, because we do. Let me tell you something. Because the reason why is we respect people, we honor people, even though look they're not people who ever won battles and But think about it, we honor Charlie Chaplin, Charlie Chaplin as an actor. So yeah, and as the way I say, because nostalgia is very powerful, guys. Because the thing is, guys, most of us grew up with this. The reason why is because this is what we had as a kid. Most of our family were into sports, or, most of your dad, like I said, were probably sports guys. Your mom was probably busy with the family, and she probably didn't watch. But now, nowadays there are moms out there who are watching Star Wars with their daughters. I mean, it's great. I think it's amazing, and there are fathers out there who are watching Star Wars with their sons and watching the first, the first scene, the scenes they watched as a kid for the first time, and seeing their excitement for the characters, and taking them to Disneyland. Nostalgia is very powerful, guys. See, that's the thing, guys. It's no longer. See, we don't watch things just because, like, we like Independence Day or Pokemon or all these things because they're great, but we rewatch them for those memories, guys. That's why I feel like we watch it too much. But what's wrong with that, guys? Nostalgic, and then that nostalgia creates more memories with with future generations. So I don't like because Misty has long legs. Let me I think I drew her kind of short. Here, I'm gonna fix this real quick, just for the sake of time. It's not too bad. I still have to draw. Because she's actually kind of tall. She's short but tall, Like her length is mostly like literally in her legs. But the problem is I'm kind of drawing from reference. That's why I hate drawing from references, guys. That's not too bad. I'll fiddle around for it. It sucks. I wanted to play the Pokemon theme, guys, but I'm not sure if I'll get copyrighted. So sorry. Freaking YouTube. I just want to fix her legs a little. Legs. Move that a little. Having to switch over. She has really cool shoes. But I was listening to the Pokemon theme before I started this to get in the mood. But yeah, guys, what's your favorite Pokemon? Your favorite gym? Mine's Charizard for sure. I hated Charizard for many years because he wouldn't listen to Ash, and of course I like Mewtwo. Mewtwo's badass. I like Blastoise, Scyther. I have a Scyther figure and a Mewtwo figure in my office right here. I haven't opened, guys. I need a vote, guys. If you guys are watching this, let me know. Should I open my Charizard? I have the Charizard. I forgot once, but it's like a posable one. You can pose him, and he's got a lot of cool stuff. So it's kind of cool. She got a little. I don't know. She got a little lightning on her. See if we can get that little detail in. There we go. But yeah, guys. I mean, we gotta honor these people because they bring us a lot of joy. And I think it's important to hold their memories, even the smallest people. Because think about it, there's a lot of people who work behind the scenes, guys. You never really get to notice. And some of them are quite famous. I meet them at conventions all the time, guys. I actually met the guy. This is funny, guys. I was dressed as the Purge. I'm sorry to say, I don't hate me this, but I forgot his name. But like this was before the pandemic. We were at a convention. I was dressed as the Purge because the Purge is one of my favorite. I love the Purge because you can dress as anything, guys. You can dress either as like a character from the Purge, or you can dress as like your own version. Like what would you do if you were purging? You know, so it's kind of cool. I was just wearing the God mask. I was going for the costume, and I love the second Purge though. And the kid who wore like a green flannel and a hoodie, and he had the mask that said God on it. I thought that was kind of cool. And the guy recognized I have a picture of him, and he has like a weird mustache. He has one of those like curly mustaches. And he just comes up to me like but isn't that so cool? Like even though he wasn't like I didn't come up to him, he came up to me because he saw me wearing the mask, and he said he designed that. So, and I saw us, you know, he took me over his booth and everything, you know, and showed, you know, he was for real and all that. So yeah, there, you got to be careful. Some are kind of like uh 'cause this guy was really nice, because I've been to quite a few conventions and I've talked to people, you know. So, and yeah, I love meeting the people who just love their fans, you know. That's what I'm saying, guys. I love all you guys. Anyone who watches my videos and you guys like my work, you know, I wish I can give you all big hugs. I don't mean to be a kissy pants or a kiss arse, but you know, I'm just happy if anyone ever reads my book or, you know, anything like that, or sees my work, guys, or comments. I love seeing my comments, guys. I love seeing comments. You know, I wish I didn't have to like do this all for money. I just love seeing people like, you know, like my work, and you know. Okay. Oh, I can get. I got the face right, huh? I think. But yeah, guys, I'm just a big fan of you guys. You guys are the MVPs. Yeah, I always wanted to be that kind of guy, guys. I always want to be the kind of guy that if I passed away tomorrow, I would say, you know, that kid, you know, Sleepless, he was a good egg. He liked his fans. He always appreciated everything in his life. He was thankful for the things in his life, and you know, that's the kind of person I like. You know, I've always inspired to be, and I try to tell other people, you know, try to see good. In fact, it actually comes to like, you know, from, you know, my upbringing and things like that, and even the things that I watch, you know, because I always like characters like Ash and Brock and Misty and Hey Arnold and Batman, and occasionally there were villains that I liked. I mean, I love all the Batman villains because those guys, you know, I was watching the one with Baby Doll. That was so tragic. No. Yeah, let me tell you something, guys. You want to know where like all of us are traumatized? It's from the Batman cartoons. What else? Uh, Batman cartoons. Hey Arnold. All of them. Let's see. Yeah, I think I made her. Hold on, guys. I fix this. I'm cheating right here. Don't do this, guys. Only for the sake of time. I'm telling you, she has like long legs. I mean, she's still short, but like I'm telling you, like most of her body is like her legs, you know. So I still feel like I think maybe I made her waist too big, but we could just bring her shirt down. Well, I think that'll. That. Oh. Let's see. Oops. I mean, she's still a girl, so she has those attributes, what do you want to call them, you know, because women are a little bit bigger in the hips, skinnier in the waist, and of course they're bustier, sort of. Most men, you know, the way I draw them, the buff chest and all that, so they have chest sticking out. Okay. stink this bad girl and bad boy, bad girl, and I already saved, so I could just hit. Okay, okay, Misty. Yeah, guys, if you're never sure where to start with the character, always start with the head. The head determines the size of the head and the eyes. That determines the size and the placement of the body. Because, you know, depending if you're drawing a woman or a man, you know, 6 heads or 5 heads, you know, depending. So that's where you want to start. So always. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not too into anime, guys. This was the only anime I watched. I tried things like Digimon. I wasn't into a lot of this stuff. Just Pokemon and just really just the English. You know, I know a lot of people are. They probably watch the. You know the Japanese version. I just didn't understand it at the time, and I was just more. And, you know, I mean, felt like I was bringing shame on my family. I believe I have 2 grandfathers who fought in World War II, so yeah. And like I said, it doesn't. Yeah, she has some eyelashes. And don't be afraid to exaggerate, guys. You know, I'll probably add a little bit more of my touch to it, but I'm just trying to get the initial distinctive characteristics down. At the end of the day, guys, you know, nothing's perfect. Misty. But what I'm trying to say about nostalgia, guys, is that it's very powerful because I don't think it used to be like I said. You know, my dad would just watch Star Wars. He's seen Star Wars and he's a big fan of some sci-fi stuff, but he's just not. My dad grew up with sports. That's kind of thing. That was kind of like the manly thing to do, guys, and that's just what it was back then, you know. And my dad had a family, you know, early on, so that's kind of what he did. He had a family, you know. I mean, they didn't have things like this back then. It wasn't considered adulting, and it still isn't, guys. I mean, I still think like, you know, to do this kind of stuff to have Pokemon cards, and it really is like an adult thing. Because like I said, I don't know. Can someone comment what kids are doing nowadays? And I hope I don't sound weird asking, like, because I know it's weird to like, you know. But you have to remember, guys, I'm looking to what kids want. You know, you want to know why, guys? That Spider-Man has lasted so many years. He's a character, and even characters like these, for example. But Spider-Man, you know, he appeals to kids and adults. At least he did. You know, I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what things have changed. You know, because you have to remember, guys. You know, for me, this is I think about who's my audience, and I was gonna say unfortunately, no, for like the people that you know you want to attract, you know, do matter. Because you gotta decide, like let's say you're doing a comic book, is it gonna be an explicit comic book? Is it gonna be a cartoon? You know, is it gonna be for kids? For any, you know, it's hard because you know you have to remember, you know, an adult's not gonna want to see a kitty cartoon. He's gonna see blood and guts and violence and you know sex and drugs and characters getting mutilated. You know, that's what the older kids want. You know, I mean, I think kids are still playing video games. I'm assuming. You know, I you know. I see them on YouTube and they're always messing with each other. So something's never changed, but I just don't know, guys. You know, my niece and nephew, they're all into weird stuff. You know, good research, guys. Ask if you guys are, and I'm talking for any of you who want to market a comic book or whatever. You have to do your research. You have to know your audience and find out what's in nowadays. You know, that's why, because you know, my friends were always trying to get me to go to Instagram and even YouTube. I never thought to go to YouTube, guys. I had my own DeviantArt. I thought that was enough. And a few other websites, you know, that advertise my work, but, you know, you got to get with it. If you just want, you know, if you don't care, I'm just talking about, you know, if you're just doing this for fun, that's okay. But, like I said, that this has everything to do with what's going on, because this is, you know, I never thought, like, I see adults wearing Pokemon t-shirts, you know? Who'd have thought? And I'm not talking about, like, loser people, you know, I don't say losers, but, you know, like nerds, you know, you never thought would ever be cool. Now all the cool kids are wearing Iron Man t-shirts, you know? So, being a geek is awesome. And Legos, you know, there's like people who will stay there's nerds out there, or I should say people. There are people who will build Legos. I feel like I'm sounding insensitive between like I hope you guys watch this episode. I'm just like, I mean, that's what we were back then. We were nerds, you know. I didn't have a date till like, hmm, I think I'm done. Yeah, no, let's not go there. But you know, I mean, yeah, I was always playing. I was playing with my Legos up until high school, guys. I never thought, you know, but you know, I was still a very social kid. That's the thing. I was not like some lonely kid or anything. That's the difference. I like talking. You know, I did have a social group, and I met my Mike's, you know, the guy I stream with, you know, Darkin. Um, you know, we were always friends. I mean, he was my best friend. He's been my best friend, you know, since high school. So, but that's what I'm saying, guys. I was not like when I was growing up, guys. We did things like my friends would come over. We'd play video games, and then we go ride bikes. We weren't like um just like if you ever see a nerd in a cartoon, like it's just a guy who totally like socially isolated because he likes trading cards or something, you know. I just never cared to be like the cool kids. I thought they were all, you know, I just didn't care much. I never even like thought they were bad. I just didn't, you know, it just wasn't what I wanted, you know. I was always going my own way, guys. That's something. Always go your own way. Never follow the crowd, unless the crowd is going towards, you know, unless it's an apocalypse or something like that. But no, I was always just the kid going my own way. I knew if I ended up liking this stuff, I actually did think when I was in junior high I was gonna have to give up Pokemon, and here I am drawing it for a living. So I never thought, you know, because you have to remember, guys, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a marine biologist, and I said this before. I was always reading books about the ocean and trying to overcome my fear, but my art just kind of took over. You know, I did a few other things like music. I sucked with the trumpet. I used to cry a lot because I couldn't breathe. My poor instructor, I gotta look him up one day because he thought I was like crying and he didn't know how to handle it. He was a young kid, you know, just trying to earn some money and trying and he like I'd be crying, but like I couldn't help it because I couldn't breathe. Like playing the trumpet was not. You gotta have a lot of lung power for that, guys. Trust me, you know. But I hope you guys are paying attention. Sorry, I have to hear me ramble. I'm just trying to get this down while I mean, it's the same lessons, guys, over and over, you know. So, um, I just thought I'd give you guys a little insight of my life like that. But yeah, I tried other things, the trumpet. I just couldn't do it. So no big deal, you know. I gave it up in high school. I focused on my art just to get through high school. I took some art classes, and just people were just, you know, like flabbergasted that I could draw, you know. So, and I was just one of the very, you know, the better art students at my school. That's all, you know, nothing more, nothing less. And then I just started to pursue it, you know. And then I got my idea for my first comic book back in high school, and I pitched it to Mike, and you know, we've been brainstorming and you know, all those years, you know, trying to get it up and running, and we finally did. So now I just have to keep spreading it around. So that's the plan. Misty. But yeah, guys, I mean, somewhere along the line, there's somebody who influenced you. You should pay their respects, guys. You know, people work very hard at this kind of stuff. This isn't easy. You know, even if you're doing what you love doing, even if you're playing basketball, it's not easy, guys, to perfect it. Because if you're just, the thing is, guys, if you're trying to perfect something, if you're just playing around, that's different. You like play basketball, but when you're doing something to actually um, pursue it, to perfect it, it's not easy because you're actually learning. Sometimes I get a headache, guys, when I'm trying to learn. That's why it's hard to do, because you're expanding your mind. That means you're learning something. And it feels like a barrier in your mind, you know, but that's actually good. That means you're pushing through the barrier. I have. I don't want to cheat, but let me do. Sorry, guys. No, shoot. I want to fill it. How do I not fill it? Hold on, guys. That. No. Oh wait, I got an idea. Let's. Aha, that's what I wanted. No, what the fudge. Okay. What's. Sorry, guys. I gotta find the shapes. Why is it filling though? Can't remember. I know, guys, I don't know my own program. Where's the shapes? No, that's not gonna help. Paint bucket. What was it? I'm just gonna check them all, dude. Is it, but like, why is it filling? Must be, no. Oh, I got an idea. Where's the, nope, that's not gonna work. Huh. This is really peculiar. Maybe this will work. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then let's try this. Oh, there we go. Oh, hold on. Let's switch to... There we go. That's what I want. Okay. Alright, well, we'll learn something new every day. And let me erase this a little. Oh, I did on the same layer. Ah, crap. No. What the hell? Ugh. Oh, there we go. It's still there. No, I went over the finger. This is why, guys, I prefer good old-fashioned pen and paper. Just to use your computers, you know, drive you freaking nuts. Actually, let's do... Alright, it might as well... Oh! What the hell? It keeps disappearing. There we go. I'll draw a little... Come on, stop it. Why are you doing this? There you go, there you go. Sorry, guys. Oh, boy. Go away. With a little... I don't care, I'm free balling this. Free ball, get it? Well, I wanna be the very best. Oh, no, sorry, guys. Don't start singing. Oops. No! Dude. Urgh, God bless it. What is wrong with this thing? I swear. Gonna freebird it. That was weird. Oh, what the? What's going on here? I'll fix that later, guys. Sorry about that little turbulence. That's weird. Okay, anyway. Finish this bad. Dude! Something ain't right here, because, yeah, why is it doing that? I better not use this feature, guys. I'll just have to erase it the old-fashioned way. When I hit Control C, I usually use that to undo something, but for some reason it's being... Let's just finish this up. Because I'm... Sorry, it's 40 minutes in. Doing that. So weird. Let me, one sec, guys. Let me, because this is really bugging me. Let me, sorry, guys. Let me bring it back up. One sec. Oh, sorry, let me see this. Doing this to me. Okay, I think it's better now. Yeah, because I need that feature. It just helps me work quicker. I know. Falling a little behind, but bear with me. Almost done. Okay, anyway. But like I said, guys, I mean, these people, you know, that's why I'm, you know, doing this, because you know what? These people deserve our respect, you know? I haven't done Batman. I may do Batman for Kevin Conroy, but it doesn't always have to be for them, guys. But just, you know, I mean, I'm sure they appreciate that we appreciate them, so I'm sure even at one point George Lucas probably appreciated his fans. You know what I'm talking about, George. So, anyway, see, she just got like a little arrow, something. A little belt. For some reason, her belt's the same thing as her pants. It's funny. She's got a blue belt, apparently. Hold up her suspenders. So, but yeah, guys. What do you call it? Nostalgia is a very marketable thing these days. And right now, people are just selling to people like us, you know, the adults, because like I said, the kids aren't really buying this kind of stuff anymore. Maybe the kids who probably grew up through 2010, you know, anyone who's like, I don't know, pre-pandemic. Because a lot of kids, a lot of you guys are grew up with it, and I don't mean insult the kids. I mean like whatever you guys are into, you know. As we creators have to keep up with the times, you know. That's why I'm planning on doing more shorts for my channel, guys, because that's, you know, I'd like to get more of a crowd, you know. I love doing my channel, guys, and I hope a lot of you guys, you know, I put a lot of work into these, but you know, it just doesn't attract a lot of people. So it's all about the YouTube Shorts and Instagram. I mean, I'm suckered into it. I mean, I'm just as guilty as you know. You know how many reels I send to my friends? Oh, they hate me for it. That's my girl. I send her like 50 reels a day. Mostly like stuff I love you stuff, but you know, yeah. But occasionally I send her a bunch of cat stuff. I mean, I swear to God, I can never just send one video. So, plus sometimes I have my iPad at dinner, and I'm, you know, watching the YouTube Shorts. So, I mean, I'm just as guilty, guys. So, but the difference is, it's like I still, you know, watch Iron Man and all that stuff on the weekends. You know, I still watch the good ones, and I still watch Independence Day, and you know, these kids didn't get to grow up with that, guys. So, and for the longest time, guys, I thought Will Smith was like, oh, he's the savior of the world or something like that. You know, Independence Day, I thought it was real. Yep. Misty for a character really doesn't have much. She's sure a lot to draw. It's kind of weird. That's why everyone tells me my videos are too long. I apologize, guys, but I wish, you know, there was a way I can. Well, there is. I mean, like, yeah, I should be editing more. I mean, I know you say I say I work hard at these, but you know, thing is, guys, I like to get this because I want my videos to be real. Also, because I'm lazy to edit, but You know, a lot of it's just a waste of time to edit. You know, not for these like kind of videos, because like I said, Rob Ross used to be able to paint something in a. I'm trying to get these down to a half hour because he could paint in a half hour, guys, and he would paint a whole thing in a half hour. So I know I'm a little past that, but certainly it doesn't feel like that. This is like not really a lot of drawings, guys. Like we're already, this is like literally an hour in. Oh, by the way, guys, I am excited because like I updated my ODS, whatever we call it, the OBS. I don't know if you guys have noticed my last videos. I was hoping you guys would, that sometimes my voice would cut out, just like for like a microsecond. So it's not you guys, it's mine. I've noticed it a lot, and I didn't know how to fix it. So I just hope no one. I hope that no one noticed for the longest time, but it seems to work now. Let me fix her shorts. Yeah, showing shorts. Can't make this. Nope, nope. Not that big. Okay, Misty, I think you're just add a little bit of ink, a little bit of shadows, details to her pants, and then whatnot, and then we can go. You are all relieved. Pockets. Yeah, a little bit of shadows here, you know, no big deal. I don't need too much cross hatching, but you know. If I wanted more time, I would just make the lines a little bit thicker. Always add shadow. A shadow under the neck, guys, is always a good place for her. I think she actually came out pretty good. Her eyes. No, her eyes would be colored, guys, so I'm not going to color. Thank God she doesn't have black hair or anything like that. I don't want it. I'm just adding some shadows. I'm still going to keep it a little cartoony. By the time I would probably do it more comic booky, but I want you guys to recognize the character, that this is the one where I would actually rather, you know, a little bit of shadow. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna about do her. There's Misty. Well, I thank you guys for watching. Sorry this took a little longer than I thought, but you know, you can't rush great art, guys. So always take your time with these kinds of stuff, and I appreciate you guys watching, bearing with me. Let's see. Fan out. Yeah, came out pretty nice. There's our Misty, guys. So again, this is for you, Rachel. Yeah, you're sorely missed, and you've given us all great joy. Oh, she did the voice of Jigglypuff too. Oh, nice. Sorry, I'm just looking at it. I have her on my research. By the way, guys, if you look, some of the articles are wrong. She's not 40. She didn't pass when she was 46. Some of them say 46, but she was 55 when she passed. Just anyone who looks up, just you know. But yeah, I thank you guys for watching. Yeah, show some appreciation to some of your favorite creators, guys. You know, go to the conventions and let them know. You know, they, you know, they greatly appreciate it, you know, especially the smaller people, you know, and the big people, of course. You know, I'm sure they, you know, I'm not gonna pretend what goes through people's minds, guys. You know, you should never really assume that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening to my rant on memory lane here. So anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. I am starving. I am hot. I need to get some water. So you guys have a good night, and I'll see you on the next week. So have a good one, and be good to everybody. And yeah, remember, guys, gotta catch 'em all. Sorry, I had to get there. Anyway, guys, bye.